Eagle Community Television presents Community Connection with your host, Mike Cooper.
Hello and welcome again to Community Connections from Eagle Community Television. Thanks for watching. Thanks to our producer, Jeff Durall. We're in the offices of Fort Hays State University Department of Music Choral Director, Dr. Terry Crull, as we talk about the number 32. All of a sudden, it has significance for our community connections today. I need an explanation, Doctor.
Well, it actually came from basketball. Oh, it started with my mother. She was born in 1932. But my brothers and I all played varsity as sophomores, and we were all 3 years apart. So for 9 or 10 years, there was a Crull 32. And being the youngest one, I got to keep it. So my truck license plates, my bike license plates, my phone numbers, they're all 32. I even changed an address of a house in South Dakota to 32 once. And I've got 32 32s in my office, which is a conundrum for me because that makes a 32 in and of itself. And so there's 33 32. I don't know how to fix that. If you could help me with that, I'd be very eternally grateful. So yeah, I signed my name TC32, the kids all.
And a lot of mementos have come from this 32.
Oh, definitely. Yep. The Fort Hays Singers will somehow at our Christmas party manage to give me 32 somethings. Yeah. On our 32nd anniversary, we had a big party.
I can imagine. Dr. Terry Crull, our guest today, as we talk about music and events coming up. Let's talk about an event that has already happened, however, and that was the tour, if you will. A singing tour for 5 days through Kansas and Missouri.
Yes, the 22 Voices of the Fort Hays Singers every other year take a recruiting and PR tour. With the exception of 2007 when we went to Taiwan for part of the university's outreach to our sister schools in China and Taiwan. We've gone to Estes Park and we just recently went to Branson, Missouri. But that's just the end point. On the way out, we'll stop at 3 or 4 schools, and on the way back, we'll stop at 5 or 6 schools, because we leave on Friday morning, right before fall break, so the kids do miss one day of classes. It breaks their heart. And then we sing on Monday and Tuesday in schools around the state of Kansas, because they're still in school before Thanksgiving, whereas we have a whole fall break week. And so it's a good opportunity. This year we have 14 performances in those 5 days. So the kids will be busy. 3 church concerts. In Branson, Missouri, we sing at the Andy Williams Theater and at the Dolly Parton Stampede. So we're excited about that. We sing at 3 churches in the Branson area, and then 5 schools on the way back and 3 schools on the way out. And many of them are where students in the group are from. We're going to Pratt, where Greg Jones and Evan Strong are from. We're going to Gypsum, southeast of Saline High School, where Alexander Stout and Sarah Reese were students of Carrie Bowley. We're going to Osage City, where Michael Ritzel is from, and so on and so forth. It's a lot of fun to touch base and to bring a kid back to their high school and let them sing for their old teachers, and they like that. It makes them a little bit, it encourages them, and they like to show off a little bit.
You mentioned recruitment, Terry. That's part of it, but the different venues the young people will get to sing in is also part of this learning
it's a great educational
right?
experience. As I said to Pam McGowan this morning when we were talking about leaving tomorrow, performance is the best rehearsal. And after yesterday's rehearsal, we're in need of some more rehearsal. And I told the kids, I said, well, that'll shape up on tour. We are ready to go. Yes, we are. We're going. So, yeah, you'll have to pull it together. And it's true. Performance is a great setting for kids to really kind of focus and concentrate, and things pull together. And when we come back, we'll have a lot of the music that we need to have memorized for the Madrigal Feast under our belt, so to speak. So they take their memory CDs along, which we made earlier in the week. They take them along, and they save their voices in vans by putting on their earphones and listening and memorizing music rather than always yakking and laughing and joking. But we have a good deal of fun on our tour, so it's a great experience.
And I promised Lane Weaver that we'd mention some of the holiday events that are coming up with the band and orchestra.
We get back, and of course there's the Madrigal Feast the week after fall break, but then next week is the final week of classes, and the bands, the Symphonic Winds that Lane directs, and the Wind Ensemble, my colleague Dr. Jeff Jordan, and those 2 bands will give their final concert on Friday evening, December 7th. December 8th, I think, is when we host the KMEA District Honor Choir and Honor Band here on campus, so it's a busy day on campus, not for us, but for hosting it. Sunday, December 9th is the Cathedral Concert at St. Fidelis. All the choirs, plus many of the instrumental groups, the brass choir, Brad Dawson and Tom Mayer always play Baroque trumpet duet, piano organ. The flute ensemble is playing, the clarinet choir. So we've got a good smattering of instrumental and vocal music at our cathedral this year. That's December 9th at 3:30 and 6:30, two performances. And those are always free, part of our gift for Christmas time to the community.
I was about to say, I like to refer to that as the Fort Hays Department of Music's gift to the area because of the support that you receive from them.
I'm very excited this year because I always have some guest choirs. And when I can bring an alum and their choir back, it's fun. And this year we've got the Abilene Middle School Choir conducted by Katie Steinert Pretz. Now, she got married recently. So Katie Steinert's choir is coming, and she was my top soprano when she was here, our top musician all over the department. So Katie and her choir will be here to sing. And then at the evening performance, our guest choir will be Crossroads. You know many of those people from your church. The Crossroads Community Choir from, well, most of them are from First United Methodist Church, are they not? And so I'm excited to have them on our cathedral concert, as well as the Hays High School Chamber Singers, who always are a part of our holiday choral Christmas concert, and the Fort Hays Singers and the concert choir.
Johnny Matlock directing.
Johnny Matlock and his kids, they just got off a great performance of Little Abner just not so long ago, and they'll be pulling together their Christmas music fast and furious like as we are.
Let's repeat again the performance times. Again, free, but don't wait until the last minute to walk into
parking and seating isn't so much of a problem. It's a beautiful big sanctuary, but come early to get good parking, especially if elderly or perhaps infirmed need some assistance in getting in. The parking is somewhat limited. There's plenty of space to park in Victoria, but you may have to walk. So if you're not able to walk very well, come early. But 3:30. And 6:30 on Sunday, December 9th.
Now, once again, you are very pleased every year to be able to have St. Fidelis host the cathedral concert.
What a beautiful place to sing. Father Jeff Ernst has helpers there. They act as ushers and kind of guides, tour guides for people that have never been there before. And so it's a great, I think, time for them to show off their beautiful church, especially with hopefully the kind of music we sing, filling it with the glorious sounds. I always tell people I've been in Europe on tours, and other than maybe less gold, St. Fidelis has great sound. So the acoustics are perfect for choral music and brass music too. So
well, and that's one thing I think you've done in the past, Terry, is to, when you're considering the music that'll be presented, you consider the location of the music.
Well, certainly you have to plan for the acoustic. We don't do anything terribly polyphonic, which means intertwining melodies, because some of the text will get lost, is a 4.5-second reverb. But it's fun to hit those big blast chords, as I told the Fort Hays Singers one year. I want that chord to still be ringing when we come back next Christmas. That's how big and glorious that sound can be in a cathedral like that. And of course, the brass choir playing this year should fill it up gloriously as well. So it's a fun concert to look forward to. It's a fun concert to give. And a delight to bring the Christmas spirit on early December.
Once again, maintaining the educational component here, there are some traditional music that you pick. There's some sacred music. There's some
we do some carols.
Pieces.
People sing along with carols. And we're doing a piece with the children's choir, so it's an experience to combine college adults with middle school kids. And to hear, beautiful solos by professional musicians like Joe and Ivela in our voice department, by Brad and Tom from the instrumental side of things. So yeah, it's just a delight to plan it. I was working on it as you guys came in this morning, getting the program ready. So,
is there a piece that stands out particularly that we should tune our ears
to? This year we're doing a theme called The Joys of Christmas. So there'll be pieces about Mary, the joy of Mary, pieces about shepherds and sheep, the joy of the shepherds, pieces about children, the joy of children. And so it was fun to find music for that. But the concert choir is doing a piece that's kind of a spiritual, Oh, Jerusalem in the Morning. A lot of fun. Kids are enjoying working on it. And so that'll be a new type of piece we've not done in the cathedral before, kind of an upbeat, spiritual type piece.
It's interesting to me, Terry, that the music of the season can cross so many genres of music.
Oh, well. You know, it's such a point of both the church year and the secular calendar that, everybody has written something about music and from every angle. So, yeah, to find a thematic kind of connection, no problem. I got a piece I want to do, I can find a place to fit it in the theme somewhere. And so, yeah, that's an easier aspect of the Christmas season.
What do the kids get out of it, educationally?
Well, it's their favorite concert to perform and to have their parents come in that beautiful setting. It's their favorite concert to hear on the radio. KAYS always replays it. Some years we've had the Smoky Hills Public TV come. And so that's exciting for them to see that and just the memories.
Should mention that KAYS Radio will, as usual, rebroadcast the Cathedral Concert for you to enjoy again, not to take the place of, but for you to enjoy again Christmas Eve and usually a repeat on Christmas Day.
Noon at Christmas Day, usually.
Christmas Day. And again, available at 14 KAYS as well as online for hayespost.com when that internet.
Well, that's a tradition that you had going long before I came here, and I'm delighted that KOIS has kept it going.
It's the kind of music and it's the kind of experience, Terry, that you really have to enjoy again. I mean, it's like a favorite song. You have to just hear it again and again, you know, to be able to really appreciate it. Date and time again?
December 9th, 3:30 and 6:30. Out at the beautiful St. Fidelis Catholic Church in Victoria.
And let's mention again a couple of the other holiday events. I know you're singing for the alums in a special event.
Tonight we're singing for the alums, Tiger alums at the Country Club. We're singing for the Rotary at Monday, December 3rd, and for the Kiwanis on their lunch meeting on Thursday, the 6th of December.
And then you're going to take, after mid-December, you're going to take off for a little R&R, hopefully.
Sometime, the 15th or 16th. We do caroling around the community, too, which is a nice way to close out the season.
Plus
it's lighthearted. It's
Christmas tree lighting ceremony,
yes,
as
the
usual.
Dickens carolers, we call it, and that's y'all come and sing Christmas carols. We only have 2 rules. You have to dress Christmassy, and we never rehearse. Because we're doing, up on housetop and jingle bells and things, and it's just fun to entertain the community.
It is so great that we have the talent, the availability of all of the music areas that Fort Hays State's Department of Music brings to us.
Well, it's a great community to be a part of. Thanks, Mike.
And hopefully folks in the area will support it by their attendance, by their admission fees, and so forth to continue that tradition. And we appreciate the work, the effort, the talent that goes into these kind of productions.
Yes.
Dr. Terry Crull, our guest today, he is the Director of Choral Works at Fort Hays State University and the Department of Music. Thanks for joining us. Thanks again to our producer, Jeff DeRall, and thanks to you for watching Community Connection from Eagle Community Television.
Merry
Our
Christmas.
community connected.